Let's talk about paraphrasing plagiarism, how to recognize it and correct it. Here's our scenario. You've read this excerpt taken verbatim from its original source. You'll notice it comes from the New York Times and was written in 2011 by Vega. You want to put some of the information from above into your paper. So here's your draft. This is what you've written. It is easy to yield to the temptation of plagiarism, especially in journalism. An article in the New York Times notes that a Washington Post reporter wrote 2 articles that were written without giving credit to the source used. Intentional or not, it is theft. Now compare your draft with the excerpt above and the information about that source it comes from. What's wrong with your draft? Number 1, there's not enough acknowledgement of the author. Who is the author of the information exactly, you or someone else? And there's no complete citation of the source. So how can we correct this? Here's one way. It is easy to yield to the temptation of plagiarism, especially in journalism. In her article in the New York Times, Vega notes that a Washington Post reporter wrote 2 articles that were written without giving credit to the source used. Intentional or not, it is theft. You'll notice we have clearly indicated who was the author of the information and even added a second piece of information about that it was written in 2011. It also clearly makes the reader know that that is Vega's thoughts and your thoughts are the sentences before and after. Lastly, we've included a reference, a complete citation of that source. So remember, you need 2 things when you paraphrase someone to avoid plagiarizing. A brief citation, which is typically at least 2 pieces of information about that source, and a complete and accurate citation of the source, typically at the end of your paper. And that's it. This video was brought to you by Ohio Dominican University Library. If you have any questions about academic writing, citing, or avoiding plagiarism, visit us online for online help and library resources, or visit the Right Places website to connect with a Right Place tutor in Spangler.